Have you ever felt there's something special about you that the world hasn't yet noticed? Like there's an invisible power, a silent force shaping your destiny? If that resonates with you, it's because you're part of a rare and special group, the chosen ones. And if you're watching this video, it's no accident. The truth is, when spiritual awakening occurs, you stop struggling for recognition and begin to attract everything that's aligned with your true essence. But what many don't know is that this invisible power of attraction can completely transform your destiny. Today, we're going to dive into what it means to be chosen and how your spiritual magnetism changes the way you relate to the world. I'll show you how, by aligning with your spiritual consciousness, you not only free yourself from emotional bonds but also become a channel for manifesting peace, power, and purpose. This is a path not everyone can walk, but those who do experience a profound and lasting transformation. Are you ready to discover the invisible power that's already within you? When a person undergoes a spiritual awakening, something truly magical happens. The effort to be recognized by the external world dissolves. What once seemed like an endless battle for validation turns into an experience of deep inner peace. Instead of chasing after recognition, you start to naturally and almost inexplicably attract people and circumstances that are perfectly aligned with your new vibration. It's like a veil has been lifted, revealing a clear and illuminated path ahead, where only what resonates with your most true essence can remain. Imagine that suddenly, the things that once seemed essential begin to lose their importance. Superficial relationships, empty distractions, and worldly worries start to fade away, like leaves carried by the wind. And in place of that emptiness, something greater emerges, a powerful magnetism that attracts exactly what you need to evolve and thrive. It's not something you see, but something you feel deeply. This new frequency you emit can't be ignored. It comes from a place of authenticity, from a peaceful heart, something the world around you perceives even if you haven't fully realized it yet. After this awakening, many people report profound changes in their social circles. Old friendships that once seemed solid naturally fall apart. Those who are no longer in tune with your energy, your vibrations, or your new purpose begin to drift away. On the other hand, individuals with a higher consciousness, more connected to the spirit, are drawn into your life like magnets, bringing new perspectives and opportunities with them. This isn't a coincidence. When you're spiritually aligned, your vibration becomes an invisible magnetic field. It guides your life, attracting people who share the same harmony and repelling those who vibrate at mismatched frequencies. This spiritual magnetism isn't just reflected in relationships. It permeates all areas of your life, including opportunities that arise unexpectedly. Things that once seemed impossible now unfold with surprising ease. It could be a dream job offer, a spiritual mentor crossing your path, or simply that unmistakable feeling of being exactly where you should be, at the right moment. It's as if the universe starts to conspire in your favor, aligning people, circumstances, and opportunities so that everything flows in perfect harmony. This happens because, by aligning with your spiritual essence, you begin to walk in tune with the universe's flow. It's not just a matter of self-discovery, it's a process of true manifestation. And here, we're not just talking about manifesting material goods, but about creating a life that vibrates at the highest frequency of who you are at your core. You become a conscious creator of your own reality. The more peace, balance, and love you cultivate internally, the more the world around you reflects that back, amplifying this vibration in all directions. This transformation isn't temporary. It's deep, lasting, and above all, liberating. Spiritual awakening brings with it the understanding that what you attract into your life is a direct reflection of your inner state. If you are at peace, you will attract peace. If you are in harmony, you will attract harmony. It's a continuous cycle of growth and expansion that feeds on your elevated spiritual vibration. And the deeper you delve into this state of being, the more powerful your ability becomes to create and attract a reality that mirrors the grandeur of your spirit. After a spiritual awakening, one of the greatest gifts that emerges is emotional strength. This strength isn't just about being strong and resisting challenges, but about achieving a state of emotional independence that frees you from the need for external validation. Before awakening, many people find themselves stuck in relationships and situations that drain their energy. However, by developing this inner fortress, you learn to no longer depend on recognition or approval from others because your security comes from within. Emotional independence also serves as a defense against manipulations and emotional games. Often, people around us may try to influence us through uncertainties, fears, and guilt, but when your emotional strength is established, these attempts simply no longer affect you. It's like being armored, and these manipulations lose their power to impact your decisions. This doesn't mean you stop caring about others, but rather that your choices are guided by your own balance, not by external expectations. This elevated emotional state also naturally leads you to surround yourself with people who vibrate at the same frequency. When you stop relying on others' emotional energy, you begin to choose more consciously who you share your life with. Those who bring uncertainty or negativity drift away, and new relationships, more aligned with your new vibration, start to emerge. This is a direct reflection of spiritual magnetism, whereby raising your emotional vibration, you attract individuals who share that same internal harmony. However, this transition to emotional independence often requires letting go of what no longer serves you. Whether it's a toxic relationship, an unbalanced friendship, or even old habits of self-sabotage, emotional strength demands detachment. But this process of liberation isn't painful because every time you let go of something that isn't aligned with your new state of consciousness, space is created for something purer and higher to emerge. Thus, emotional strength isn't an end in itself but a solid foundation upon which your transformation continues to build. When your emotional strength is solid, something even deeper begins to guide your choices: divine intuition. It acts like an invisible compass, connected to a higher wisdom, leading you down paths that your rational mind often can't comprehend. This inner voice isn't just a gut feeling but a calm certainty that emerges when your mind settles and your heart finds peace. Even when others doubt, you start to trust this invisible guide, knowing it comes from something far beyond logic. Think about the times you made decisions that went against reason, but deep down, you knew they were right. Maybe it was changing careers, ending a relationship, or moving to a new city, choices that seemed irrational to others but brought you inner peace. That's divine intuition, a silent force guiding you when you're in tune with your purpose. Even if the world around you questions your choices, you feel like you're exactly where you're meant to be. This intuition doesn't make noise. It navigates invisible territories, guiding you through synchronicities and signs that only your soul recognizes. While society values the tangible and logical, your intuition challenges these norms and leads you down spiritual paths. Think of great spiritual leaders like Gandhi, who followed their intuition despite criticism. They knew true wisdom lies beyond what's visible, trusting the invisible to lead them to a higher purpose. Trusting divine intuition can be tough, especially when your surroundings contradict what you feel. However, the more you follow it, the clearer and stronger it becomes. This process deepens your connection with something greater, allowing you to live in harmony with a flow that goes beyond your immediate needs. Every decision made based on this intuition brings you closer to a life aligned with the divine, where external chaos no longer disrupts your inner peace. Often, this guidance appears as small signs and synchronicities. A phrase you hear repeatedly, unexpected encounters, or an inexplicable urge to act are ways the universe communicates with you. The more you pay attention to these signs and trust your intuition, the more naturally your life flows, as if it's being orchestrated by a higher force. And it truly is. The key is to let yourself be guided without constantly questioning why. Following divine intuition is like learning to navigate the unknown. Just as Noah built his ark when everyone around him doubted, you might be misunderstood as you follow your path. However, with each step guided by that inner voice, you strengthen your connection to a greater purpose. Doubts fade away, and a sense of alignment takes over, knowing that all your choices resonate with something much higher. Divine intuition is, therefore, a beacon that lights your way in moments of greatest uncertainty. Each time you choose to trust it, your life gains more harmony and clarity. The secret is to listen to that inner voice and let it lead your journey, knowing that even when the world doesn't understand, you're being safely guided down the right path. No spiritual journey is complete without overcoming challenges. In fact, it's during the toughest times that spiritual growth intensifies. Adversities act like catalysts, pushing you to evolve, reflect, and access parts of yourself that would otherwise stay hidden. Significant personal transformations often occur when everything seems to be falling apart, but that's when you realize, every obstacle is actually an opportunity disguised as a challenge. And this process is a constant in your spiritual journey. A striking example is Mahatma Gandhi, who, while facing the brutality of British colonization, chose non-violence. What began as a political struggle soon turned into a true spiritual journey. Gandhi didn't see his adversities as enemies but as tools to forge a movement of peace and resistance, which not only changed the course of India but also inspired the world. His growth was driven precisely by the barriers he encountered along the way, and through adversity, he became a symbol of spiritual transformation. Similarly, Nelson Mandela found his spiritual evolution through extreme hardships. Spending 27 years in prison could have led to bitterness, but Mandela used that experience to become a living example of forgiveness and reconciliation. He transcended his circumstances, finding in adversity the key to his personal and spiritual growth. His story teaches us that no matter how dark situations may seem, it's possible to emerge from them stronger and more enlightened. His adversities didn't define him but propelled him to become a spiritually and politically impactful leader. These examples show that the greater the adversities, the deeper the growth can be. When you're in the middle of a storm, it's easy to feel lost and directionless. However, it's important to remember that difficulties aren't signs of failure but of ongoing transformation. They serve to test your faith, resilience, and connection with the divine. Just like Gandhi and Mandela, everyone on their spiritual journey will face challenges, and it's precisely in these circumstances that true inner power emerges. Difficult times build the foundation for a higher spiritual evolution. After overcoming challenges and emerging stronger, you begin to understand the true nature of spiritual protection, the spiritual shield. This shield isn't something physical, but an invisible fortress built on faith, alignment with the divine, and trust in a higher purpose. When you deeply connect with your spirituality, you not only survive life's storms but also become a source of light, inspiration, and protection for yourself and those around you. It's like this spiritual force creates an energy field around you, repelling negativity and attracting harmony. The spiritual shield strengthens with every moment of unwavering faith. When you align with the divine will, your energy elevates, and low-vibration energies like fear, envy, and despair simply can't penetrate this protective field. This doesn't mean you'll never face challenges or moments of doubt again. However, with an active spiritual shield, these challenges lose their power to bring you down. They become less intense because you know you're protected and guided by something greater than any difficulty. Besides protecting you, this shield also acts as a beacon for others. Those who are lost or seeking light are naturally drawn to your energy. Just like a candle lights the way in the darkness, you become a source of peace and clarity for those around you. This isn't something you need to try to do, it's simply a natural consequence of your spiritual growth. When you raise your vibration and align with your divine purpose, your mere presence transforms the environments and people you interact with. To keep this spiritual shield strong, it's important to cultivate practices that reinforce your connection with the divine, such as meditation, prayer, or simply moments of inner silence. These practices allow you to spiritually recharge, strengthen your faith, and ensure your energy remains elevated. True spiritual protection doesn't come from the outside but from within, from your unbreakable connection with the divine force that guides every step you take. The more you nurture this connection, the more unshakable you become in the face of adversity, and the brighter your light shines in the world. Throughout this journey, you've discovered that the transformative power you seek is already within you. As a chosen one, your spiritual awakening allows you to attract everything aligned with your true purpose, build an unshakable emotional fortress, and trust your divine intuition, even when others don't understand your choices. Every adversity you face is actually an opportunity to strengthen your spiritual shield and become a light for the world around you. Now, it's time to reflect. How will you apply this invisible power in your life? Are you ready to manifest your destiny and live in alignment with your divine purpose? If this message has touched you in any way, leave a comment sharing what you're feeling right now and how you plan to use this power on your journey. And remember, you're not alone. With every step, there are other chosen ones like you, following the same path of growth and enlightenment. Like the video, share it with someone who needs this message, and continue exploring your inner power.